It's time to take a TO with coaches Turner and O'Neill. Produced by Kurtis Cross and engineered by DJ Krissy.
It's time to take a TO with coaches Steve Turner and Casey O'Neill. Your new favorite podcast features conversation from the world of high school, college, and pro sports, along with other riveting content. Connect with us on Facebook and Instagram at Turner O'Neill Podcast, on Twitter at Turn On Podcast, or visit www.turnerando'neill.com. Be sure to listen on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Buzzsprout, and other popular podcast platforms. We also bring you Inside the Podcast each week, where you can view the podcast via our YouTube channel. Join the thousands who watch each week. Thanks to our partners, Ray Cruz and MCF Mortgage, the Tamara Cusick Team, Dynamic DJ Entertainment, Healthy Baller, the Insurance Alliance Group LLC, our sponsors, O'Neill Development LLC, Next Level Lacrosse, Peace Players International, A Squared Home and Office Solutions, and Collins Funeral Home. And our donors, Justin O'Neill, Winsight Media, and Redwood Investments. Take a TO with Coach Turner and O'Neill is produced by Kurtis Cross and engineered by DJ Krissy. Now we welcome you to today's episode as we take a TO with Coaches Turner and O'Neill. Here's your host, Kurtis Cross.
Welcome to episode 25, our season finale of Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. I am Kurtis Cross, your host, and with me as always are coaches Steve Turner and Casey O'Neill. Along with our engineer, DJ Krissy, we make up your Take a TO team. Each week, we invite you to the table and into the studio for our podcast where we discuss high school, college, and pro sports, along with the occasional conversation that we feel must be had. We enjoy mixing it up, hosting a variety of guests, and building our audience. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and just about anywhere podcasts can be found. You can also come inside the studio via YouTube each week. Greetings to each of our listeners and viewers. This is season 1. This is episode 25, our finale. We'd like to thank our partners, the Insurance Alliance Group, LLC, Healthy Baller, the Tamara Cusick Team, Ray Cruz and MCF Mortgage, and Dynamic DJ Entertainment. Last week, we thank each of you who tuned in for our hometown childhood friend David Vanterpool, who played hoops at Montgomery Blair High School, where Coach Turner played, and I also attended. Then he went on to play D1 hoops at St. Bonaventure, then the NBA, then overseas, and is now in the NBA as the associate head coach for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That was an informative episode, and we invite you to go back and check out David Vanterpool in episode 24. Now, let's check in with our crew. Fellas, how are we doing this week?
Doing well. Countdown to Santa coming down the chimney.
It is Operation Secret Santa.
Operation. So here we are. I had a nice gift from Santa.
What was that, sir?
That I'm sitting on.
Oh, he has the official
a Ty Lue booster seat that I'm sitting on. And I thought about this when I walked in. You know, it's a sign of maturing. It's a sign of graduating, because your kids, when they're in the seat and they want to get in the booster seat, this is a big deal.
No more phone books.
And
it's a booster
usually,
seat.
I got to throw this one in there. She's around age 9, I think, something like that.
All right.
That's the amount of rings. 9 rings sitting over here. So it's a positive thing.
So it's serendipity.
I'm talking. I'm. Go to Steve. I'm done.
Coach O'Neill has the booster seat this week, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's heated, but I didn't want that in my car. Remember the heated seat?
Is it heated because you created some biological gas?
Yeah, I'm coming in hot. I'm ready to go.
Coach,
imagine this with the chaps on.
Woo! Imagine that. We'd have a situation.
Do you have a cover for it? Or what's wrong, Steve?
Coach Turner's that. You know what?
You got issues, man. All these years I've known you, you got some serious freaking issues that I didn't know about until we got in this room.
Come on. We were bringing it out tonight.
It comes out.
I love it.
Season finale. We got to give them a cliffhanger.
It's got like the safety cover. You put it back on.
Yes, sir.
Don't make me laugh. I might catch a cramp
You
again.
did this.
I'm just the host.
You did this.
I'm just the host.
Unless it was Krissy that bought it.
No,
Maybe that's why Krissy's so nervous
Merry
tonight.
Christmas, everybody.
That actually belongs to my mother-in-law.
Get these thoughts out of your head, everybody.
Oh, Lord.
Come on.
Coach Turner, how was the weekend, sir?
It was great. Before I talk about the weekend, I'm going to go back to last week's episode. I definitely think we got to get Dave back on for a part 2.
Absolutely.
His nuggets were just
invaluable, right?
So on point and very, very valuable. I mean, I thought it was. I would have loved to have had us go a little longer with him, but I know he'll come back, and we would look forward to having him maybe in this upcoming second season.
Why not? Part 2.
But it's the weekend. It's great, man. This is Coach Turner's favorite time of the year.
My man.
I'm all about Christmas. You can shut everything else down. I don't care what the hell is going on. Christmas is going to be Christmas, and it's going to be good.
Give this man Christmas.
Give me all day long. All day, all night, every day, 7 days of the week, 365 days a year. If I could have Christmas every day, whew.
So let me ask you this.
Life
then.
would be great.
How has it evolved over the years with the boys growing up, obviously?
I mean, they less and less of what they want, more and more of throw money my way.
Right? Gift cards and money?
Right.
But for me, I'm still about gifts, man.
Right.
They'll get some green in their pockets, but I'm about spreading the love through gifts.
The love.
I got to go shopping. I got to go do it myself.
Right.
COVID safe. I got my mask on. Believe me, I'm going through the malls, but I'm 6 feet and I got my mask on. Wear a mask. I need my team back on the court.
And tonight you have on your Santa hat.
Yes, sir. I told you, man. This is. You want to see a happy Coach Turner? This is the time you want to see me.
Christmas.
Christmas, baby.
Christmas.
Let's turn over to Krissy. Krissy, how was the weekend?
Oh, the weekend was great. I also did some Christmas shopping. Had to go out to the mall, wear the mask. Good times.
Good time.
The malls weren't that bad.
Don't tell her that.
No.
No, for Christmas time around this time.
Do you enjoy
shopping?
shopping?
No more without COVID.
Outside
the
of
mall's
COVID.
a zoo.
No.
Yeah.
Right now, I thought it was pretty simple. To be able to get in the Apple store in less than 10 minutes, that tells you something.
Well, when Coach Turner shows up, they're going to open the doors for you.
Nah. I got a mask on, so they don't even know it's me anymore.
For the engineer over here.
Even though my wife was laughing because
That handsome face.
We walked through like a parking lot and still somebody recognized me.
There you go. So, Krissy, you did your shopping. Did you do any home projects this weekend?
Yeah, see, I may have attempted to put up an over-the-range microwave.
Okay. How'd that work out, Krissy?
It was not entirely successful.
However, there's a microwave above the range now.
I'm looking over
A
there.
brand new GE microwave, stainless.
Yes, there is a brand new microwave there.
All right.
Pretty excited that that's actually installed.
So wait, you
not gonna
did
fall
that
on you, is it?
yourself?
No.
That's a lot of pressure.
No.
Those things are heavy.
I took the old one down
Okay.
with some assistance from our esteemed host.
Okay. Look at you.
We're handy people. We're handy people. However,
We had to call in reinforcements.
So that means Adam stepped up.
Yes.
That's my guy. He gets it done.
you've seen what he can
Come
do.
on, man. Cuts the grass.
Stains the fence.
Before staining the fence.
What does he do?
He's
got to sand it.
He brings out
Power wash.
Power wash and breaks it down.
Yeah, he does. But Krissy got that thing installed. It is now up. It is not going to fall down. Do you know what it takes to put in an over-the-range microwave? There's bolts, there's nuts, there's butterfly screws. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on there.
Don't forget the ductwork.
The ductwork. There's ductwork as well. But it is now complete. You have a brand new stainless steel over-the-range microwave. And that was the weekend, right? Did you come over this weekend? Did we do anything? I don't think so. We hung out for a little bit,
Yeah.
but we didn't do anything. You were gone shopping all doggone day Saturday.
I sure was.
That's what you were doing.
Busy
Well, look,
weekend.
today brings to a close season 1. The mics will go dark until season 2, which begins in January. And we are hosting our first annual Operation Secret Santa holiday episode. We're glad you're joining us, as this is going to be a bunch of fun. Each of us will be surprised. We'll take a look at season 1 in review. And of course, we will talk sports. But for now, let's hit our first break and we will be right back.
I'm Coach Casey O'Neill with Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. Advertising opportunities are available, so why not gain the exposure of our listeners by becoming a donor, sponsor, or partner? Simply contact our producer, Kurtis Cross, and we can get you started today.
Become a friend of the program. Friendship level contributions start at just $25. Each contribution helps to fuel Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. To find out more or make your contribution, go to www.turnerandoneil.com and click Become a Friend.
Since 1939, the Collins family has served families of Montgomery County and Greater Washington with dignified professional service in their time of need. We continue the same family tradition today at our funeral home located just off the Beltway in Silver Spring, Maryland. Our family of experienced funeral directors stand ready to assist you around the clock 365 days a year. Whether you wish to pre-plan or you have experienced a loss, please contact us to discuss how we can assist you at your time of need. Call 301-593-9500 or visit collinsfuneralhome.com.
Be sure to connect with us socially on Instagram and Facebook at Turner O'Neill Podcast, on Twitter at Turn On Podcast, and on YouTube, search Turner and O'Neill and then subscribe.
One Headline is brought to you by
Ray Cruz. Take advantage of historically low mortgage rates for your first, next, or refinance mortgage with Ray Cruz and MCF Mortgage. Ray believes the home mortgages should be about relationships. With rates as low as 2.875%, you can now save on your monthly mortgage or choose to cut years off your mortgage, saving tens of thousands. To learn more about your options, call Ray Cruz at 301-761-2278 or apply online at raypcruz.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, during the break, Coach O'Neill got rid of his booster seat and the words squishy on his tushy were said.
Not by me.
That's all I can say about that. The Jets worked their way out of the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes with their win yesterday. Currently, with both the Jets and Jacksonville at one win, the Jacksonville Jaguars would get the number one pick for April's draft. I don't want the method to purposely lose, but did the Jets do themselves a disservice? I did see a meme today where Trevor Lawrence was dapping up Ohio State's quarterback, and the catch line was, I heard it's beautiful in New York.
It's actually pretty good.
Because Trevor's not going there.
Well, it depends. There's still a few more games
that could happen.
Right.
There's two more weekends.
He should be careful. He likes to talk a little bit before things happen. He should be a little.
There you go.
He didn't put that out there.
I don't care, but he has said other things about not wanting to go.
Yeah, he has said that.
He has.
Hey, look, a lot of people say a lot of different things. I'm defending my boy.
I know you're defending your boy.
Let's go to the question.
You're defending Cole, because if Cole didn't go there, you wouldn't be a Clemson fan.
No, I probably
exactly.
Wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. I just don't think. Look, I think he was going either way. He was going either way. A lot can happen in the next 2 weeks.
Right.
With
the question is,
either
do you
of those
dump
two
games?
gentlemen, because
you know this,
because Fields from Ohio State,
you don't want your fans in New York to not have your back. So if he slips and ends up being back there,
but he never said I don't want to go. He did not pull an Eli Manning on draft day and said I'm just not going to the Chargers.
No one has pulled an Eli Manning,
right? So he didn't do that. My point is, Fields could ball out this New Year's Day and then somehow pull Ohio State to a national championship. And then he's the number one pick. So Trevor could be going to New York either way. So you just never know.
OSU is playing Clemson, right?
OSU and Clemson.
Okay.
And then
he's going to ball out.
He could.
Against that Clemson team?
I'm saying he could. He could. A lot of people have said that Fields could be the
I
number
could drive
one
a
pick
car with my feet if I want to. That doesn't mean it is to be done.
Why are you disagreeing with what I'm saying?
Because
you don't think
OSU
Fields
is
is good?
OSU got no chance against
They
Clemson.
got zero chance. He's not balling out.
That's good.
He's going to throw like 3 picks.
He could. You're missing out on the word could.
No,
to answer your question about the Jets,
it's not done. We know all. There's funny things that happen before the draft.
And look, the guy from Alabama, your guy, he's been playing great all year too. Mm-hmm. Notre Dame has no chance.
Zero shot.
No chance.
They got straight. I don't know what to say.
Mollywop. That's what they got.
That's what I wanted to say.
They
yes.
got mollywop.
That's what I wanted to say. Yes.
Look, the Jets need a lot of things. We all know that. But if you've been watching them the last 2 to 3 weeks, they should. This past weekend shouldn't have been their first win. Oakland let them off the hook.
They shouldn't have beat that team that they beat.
They barely lost to the Bills earlier in the season.
They could have exactly. If you look at a lot of those guys coming up short. Look, the guys in that locker room want to win, right? probably a third of them aren't even going to be on the roster next year. They don't care about Trevor Lawrence. They don't care about Justin Fields.
How
they don't
about
care
the
about anyone
fact
else.
that you might
They
get
want to win.
fired as the head coach because you just won that game?
But it's not on him. He played to win the game. In the words of, who was it, Jim Mora? No, not Jim Mora. Denny Green. Dennis Green. You play to win the game.
To win the game.
That is what he said.
They are who we thought they were.
Who is their running back up there?
Well, he had a concussion. It was Frank Gore.
Yeah,
one of
Frank-
the all-time leading rushers
So
in
I'm
NFL
thinking-
history. But he's out right now.
Oh, he's out right now. When it comes to that, I mean, they've got his voice in the locker room. He doesn't want to
Well,
lose.
they definitely
No.
played to win. They went for it on fourth and one or fourth and goal, whatever it was. Gore gets in, but
Yeah. I'm happy for those guys in the locker room. And that,
no travel.
absolutely.
So they have lost the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes, is what I'm hearing.
And that is your one headline.
Ladies and gentlemen, and that is, Krissy, are you ready? And that is your one headline. Building your brand is an important part of your business growth. By partnering with Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill, you'll gain the exposure and brand recognition behind our podcast. With thousands of listeners, subscribers, and website visitors, your company will benefit from our popularity online and during the podcast. Our partners also benefit from our exposure on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Buzzsprout, and Apple Podcasts. Inquire today and let's partner to build your brand.
Be sure to listen now at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Buzzsprout, or Google Podcasts. Download the app and subscribe to the podcast. Don't miss an episode of Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill.
Redwood Investments. We are a private investment firm providing growth capital for acquisitions, roll-ups, and management-led buyouts. Visit redwoodinvestments.com or call 202-333-1395.
Coach Turner here. Check out this week's episode drop and tell a friend to join the team at Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill by following, subscribing, and liking the show. Starting Five is brought to you by
Real estate is more than just houses. It's about people too. The Tamara Cusick team offers an all-inclusive approach, making the home buying and selling process efficient, financially smart, and stress-free for you. From home prep-up to complimentary staging, expert counsel to an experienced and qualified team of professionals, let's chat houses. Visit www.tamara4homes, that's the number 4.com, or call 301-780-4663.
Now, back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. The Starting Five. Ladies and gentlemen, we're up to the Starting Five. 5 questions, 30 seconds each this week as we close out the season.
Curveball. Sorry.
I mean, you know what? Here's the laptop. You want the laptop? Is that what you want?
He's got the script.
Don't give me no microphone.
Krissy, play the song. Oh, I just got shocked. Darn it.
This week, as we close out the season, we are flipping the starting five, so the coaches will fire off their starting five for DJ Krissy and me to answer. Same rules apply. Gentlemen, please take it away.
Question number 1.
But you got to pick.
Oh, it's very easy when I'm picking first. I gotta go with the lady in the house. So I'm gonna keep it Christmas oriented for this question.
But hold on. How do we get access to the 30-second ding button?
Oh, we can count it down.
Where's the ding? All right. I'll ding her, she'll ding me.
That works.
I'm just getting ready.
Mr. Cross, can you stop
even
playing?
start
Now
yet.
we give you a toy and you gotta act up.
We're not going to listen to Coach Turner. We're going to listen to Coach Curtis.
Question number 1 in the starting five this week goes to Krissy first.
All right. Let's do this.
At some point in time, I would say we all as kids had that one gift that we wanted so bad and weren't sure you were going to get it. Somehow maybe it got pulled out late and you ended up getting it. What was that gift for you?
It was a pogo stick.
Cool.
I was so excited about this thing, and I didn't think I was going to get it. I cannot tell you how many skinned knees and probable concussions came out of that thing.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a really good one.
Kurtis.
I got, as a kid, the Intellivision.
Oh.
And I got Burger Time. And that was I must have wore that cartridge out. Intellivision. Burger Time.
Hold up. Going back to the days of having to blow inside the cartridge to make sure it still work.
You had to hit it with this. You had to hit it with that. Yes. Burger Time. All right? And you go over and you get the bottom of the sandwich, you get the lettuce, you get the Burger Time. That was my thing. I got my mama got me Intellivision.
There you go.
Question 2, going to you, Kurtis.
Oh, yes, sir.
So both you and Krissy are in the music industry. Name the one song that will make everyone get up and dance
Yeah, by
without
Usher.
fail.
Yeah, by Usher.
Boom. Krissy. Same question.
He got that out before you even asked the question.
That was the fastest answer on the starting 5.
So now it's your turn.
I'm gonna go Cupid Shuffle.
Okay.
Both of
Everybody's
those
getting
do
up. Everybody's up. They're like, I gotta go.
Everybody's
It's time to
Sitting
go.
there, gotta
Time to
gotta
party.
go dance
You
floor.
play either one of those songs. You play Yeah by Usher. Everybody's getting up. Everybody's getting up. But I will say this as an addendum. Years ago when the song was really, really popular, I played Hey Ya at the Marriott
Outcast?
Annapolis waterfront. And some 70-year-old guy wanted to know who that was because he wanted to go buy that record.
Mr. Cross, you're not in charge right now. You don't get extra 30 seconds.
And I know I'm
to tell
going to
your
go
story.
over my 30 seconds, and I don't care.
Krissy, mute his mic, please.
That's going back to like one of the single-digit episodes. I'm going to use all my 30 seconds, and I don't care if I'm going over.
All right, but you went over. That's the problem.
You went over too.
No.
You've gone over.
The only time I've ever gone over is the two of you have gone into banter during my
That's incorrect. We never do that.
We'll see you next week on the
Okay,
episode.
Buckaroo brothers stick together.
I see. Question number 3. We're gonna stay with you, Krissy. I'm gonna take it out of Christmas right now. I'm going back.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna follow up kind of where Casey went. In your profession, DJ.
All right.
You've hit the million. You've hit the mega million.
Oh my.
Your first priority with the money was told to you. You must throw the mega party of the year.
Okay.
You got to have the best DJ in the house. That's a priority.
Okay.
So, might be an idol, but I'm going to give you 4. But you have a choice of either taking one of these or going with the DJ that's your DJ based on what you love in your profession or who you love in your profession.
Okay.
DJ Clue, Grandmaster Flash, start of it all, DJ Khaled, Kid Capri. And you don't have to take any one of them. You can go with someone else that you like even better. But those are the 4 I'm giving you.
You know what? I'm going to throw a curveball. I'm going to go DJ Los.
Hey.
I'm staying with the family. I want
She
DJ
keep it in the
Los.
family. I like that.
I want DJ Los to
Mr.
DJ my party.
Cross.
So I was thinking, me and DJ Los together, I believe that the best DJ, the best party DJ, all the best party DJs come from Philly or Jersey. So anyone who thinks they come from New York is incorrect. My first choice is going to be DJ Mug Love because he got me where I am. The biggest name DJ out there, that's the best DJ, Jazzy Jeff. He crushes all of them. He crushes all of them. The Philly and Jersey DJs are the best.
I like it.
But I'm going Miguel Richardson.
Hey.
Because he's done things with a turntable I ain't never seen somebody do.
I've been there with you.
Right?
Question 3, back to you, Kurtis.
There's 3 or 4.
This is question 4.
Question 4, excuse me. Sticking with music here. You can be a backup singer or play any instrument in a famous band or any famous artist. Who are you going on tour with?
Backup singer or instrument, you said?
Either one. So you can be in a band
I'm playing-
or you can be the backup singer with any
I'm playing.
artist.
I'm
Who are
ready.
you going on tour with?
Y'all gonna make fun of me because he's not live, but I'm on Prince's band. I'm in Prince's band. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play bass in Prince's band.
Just be on the road with Prince.
What?
Let's go.
You damn right I am.
Just call me every night for the stories. That's all I want. I want the after party stories.
Yeah.
Now I thought that's why I had to say singer or,
Sure.
or instrument.
Either
You
one.
said dancer. I want to be a dancer on Michael
but
Jackson's tour.
Yeah.
But no, I'm playing bass in Prince's band. Hell
There you
yeah.
go. Krissy.
I'm going to do backup vocals. And it's going to be Aerosmith.
Oh, wow.
That's her band.
Wow. Okay. See? All right.
Forget his stories. I want your stories.
Rock bands or something.
Yeah.
All right, the final question. Question number 5. Bringing it back to Christmas.
All right. Closing out Christmas.
As I've said to you guys, and you said it a little while earlier on the show, this is my time of the year. 97.1 all day long. I don't even change the channel for like a couple weeks. That's all I listen to, 97.1. I need your 3 top Christmas songs. And here's a key. Can't just be the song by what artist, because there's a ton of artists who've done a number of the songs. So, Krissy, you're first.
Okay. Mariah Carey.
All I Want for Christmas.
You know, because classic.
Yeah.
Got to have that one. I love NSYNC.
They do Christmas?
They do.
Merry Christmas,
Yeah, that
happy
love that song.
holidays.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday. Third one.
Little Michael Bublé.
No, I'm gonna go classic. I want the Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. Could not tell you who sang
Brenda Lee.
it. Brenda Lee.
Brenda Lee.
Those are my 3.
All right.
I got a list here.
I'm going Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas. It is because the first time we recorded the kids opening Christmas gifts, that one happened to be playing, and there's nothing like their first Christmas. Number 2, Donny Hathaway, This Christmas. Number 3, the Christmas song, Nat King Cole.
Well done.
Well done.
You are ready.
They're good with the starting 5.
All your songs, except for the NSYNC, were in my top top 20
Curveball,
playlist.
I'm telling you.
Oh, really?
Yep.
All right. Well, they flipped it on us. Maybe we can do that season finale too, and maybe a mid-season switch. I don't know. It depends.
Well, I'm gonna end it. Ladies and gentlemen, that's your starting 5.
Woo. The starting 5. A Squared Home and Office Solutions. A Squared is the go-to source for home and office network and audiovisual solutions. They will link technology to your lifestyle seamlessly. Visit homeandofficesolutions.com for more info.
O'Neill Development is a construction, remodeling, and development firm that has been active in Maryland, Virginia, Washington, D.C., and the Eastern Shore since 1975. O'Neill Development specializes in custom residential work, providing extensive pre-construction and construction services. Find us at www.o'neilldev.com or call 301-840-9310.
Next Level Lacrosse. Train like a Spartan. Next Level Lacrosse is dedicated to providing a terrific lacrosse experience that is intensely focused on player development and character formation. Players at all levels will improve significantly through professional coaching and carefully designed training programs that stress proper technique and a tireless work ethic. You'll find us at www.nextlevelspartans.com.
We invite your questions, comments, and show ideas. Simply go to www.turnerandoneil.com and click Submit an Idea.
This segment of Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill is sponsored by
The party begins now.
Dynamic DJ Entertainment. Social gatherings look quite a bit different now. With limited guest counts and social distancing requirements, why not make your next event a virtual event? Contact the experts at Dynamic DJ Entertainment. From happy hour to DJ-hosted events, virtual trivia to nightclub nights, our DJ talent can host birthdays, corporate events, bar and bat mitzvahs, or any event. Don't cancel your event. Make it virtual. Dynamic DJ Entertainment is your virtual event solution. Visit www.mapdja.com or call 301-942-4500.
Now, back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no need to delay any further, as it is now time to reveal Operation Secret Santa. Last week, you may recall, we each drew names, and at that time, we each kept those names to ourselves. Today, we will exchange gifts and reveal who we drew. Each of us will present and give some context to this presentation. When you stepped away, Krissy, we picked you to give out your gift first. So go for it. Give us some context. Do what you do.
Oh, I get to go first.
You do.
'Tis the season of giving, and I chose Coach Krissy.
Let's go.
And I know last week you thought that when I drew a name, I drew him. You said, "Oh, you cheating."
I was just joking. I mean, I just spicing it up for the listeners.
All right, so
Mine's a two-parter.
Oh.
So special. So my
look
gift,
forward.
Look forward. Stop cheating.
Jeez.
the background on my gift is I don't know if you remember or heard the episode last week, but everyone got a fabulous poinsettia plant delivered to their home.
Right, yeah, I remember. I got one. It was,
You know,
I was surprised.
it was a beautiful,
Nice.
festive holiday presentation
Very vibrant, too.
for Coach Kurtis and Coach Turner.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Casey.
Engineer DJ
Thank you very
Krissy did
much.
not receive a poinsettia.
Oh.
So I figured I would return the favor by giving Coach Krissy a fun and festive poinsettia plant that he can take home
Thank you so much.
and enjoy.
Thank you.
Well, go grab it,
welcome.
Chrissy.
Where is it?
Spin your chair.
Oh, yeah, spin your chair around. It's right there.
Ta-da!
Well, thank you so much. This is very, very kind of you.
But you have to open the card.
Oh, I got to do the card too.
Yeah, because you did say something about a two-parter.
It is a two-parter.
Okay.
All right, so that was part one.
All right.
Are you the kid who doesn't
Is it-
open,
is this
doesn't
a-
read the card?
is this a gift card-
Are you
gift
the
card
kid
to
who are you the kid who
Dynamic
doesn't read
DJ?
the card for it? You just grab the gift.
Should you be planning a party, call Dynamic DJ Entertainment.
Here's a little something to help make your Christmas as cool as you. Thank you, Krissy.
Isn't that nice?
Little Home Depot action. How'd you know I spend so much time at Home Depot? And I do.
There's always a project.
Always a project. Thank you and Merry Christmas. This was great.
I love it.
All right.
You didn't have to.
Where's
Well,
the
so-
applause?
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
Good job, Chrissy.
Krissy, good job. I sat there. I turned as red as the poinsettia did, talking about the gift.
Throwing
But it's
shade.
funny. It's funny she's throwing shade because I have you.
Ooh.
And I got it's a two-parter, three-parter.
Ooh.
So
he
I know where
outdid me.
we're
He's got
going.
So
three parts?
I felt so bad about the poinsettia. Who knew that tonight was going to have more than one poinsettia? So hold on, everybody. Here we go.
This is a popular plant this season.
So I brought you one.
Uh-oh.
So there you go.
Yay!
They exchanged
I'm back,
poinsettias.
everybody. We exchanged.
We traded.
Hers look nicer than mine, though. A little fresher. So, second part of the gift. I thought I'd have a little fun being in the Christmas season. So, if you open this bag up, there's a few clothing items in there.
Ooh.
I'd love to see what the first one.
First, we have.
Some
The
wonderful.
decorative.
We're gonna go ahead and switch cameras because they can't see me. There we go.
All right.
So first, we have fun and festive polka dotted paper
Yes.
inside the box. So,
Polka dot paper.
all right.
I mean, it is Christmas, and who doesn't?
Who doesn't love polka dot paper?
No, exactly.
So first,
oh, we
we
got a little
have
flair
something-
here for you, Krissy.
oh my goodness! Look at that.
So this is, listen, I know it says Santa's favorite, but if I could change it to say Take a TO's audience's favorite, it's you, DJ Krissy.
Wait a minute.
I love it.
Wait, it jingles.
And it jingles.
Oh, hold on. We got Hold on. Go ahead. Jingle it. All
Sleigh bells
right.
ring.
Are you listening?
That's amazing.
And
That's awesome.
because I have access, now
And
that
it's
that was
tinselled.
that. Now that was at the store and bought. Now I have access to some other items, and I've
Okay.
noticed you're such a big fan of Gonzaga lacrosse. Why wouldn't I go into the office and bring
What do we have
some-
here?
a nice dry fit Gonzaga lacrosse
I mean, you
t-shirt?
go swag, don't you?
I love it.
Do we have new swag?
And we have sweats. And if she has
Swag.
the same one, I don't, you never know. You give out all this stuff all the time, but
Let me tell you, if we come visit Krissy, she's going to be in those sweats. She's going to be comfy in her
a
sweats.
pair of
Oh,
comfy.
I'm wearing these
sweat-
this weekend.
Dude,
I didn't remember
I
at
love
the
it.
beginning of the whole podcast what I did bring to you or not, but if you can have as many sweatpants as you'd like, Krissy. Merry Christmas.
all right.
Ew.
Go ahead. Is this it? All right. Coach O'Neill. Problem is, you guys have to decide which one of us goes next because it was reflexive.
Rock, paper, scissors.
I
Go.
want Curtis to go first.
No, rock, paper, scissors.
There's a reason I want Curtis to go first. I'm the big brother. I'm just calling it out.
That's how it goes.
Plain and simple.
Big piece of chicken.
Nah, I like the little piece because I like the drum.
I like the wings. Paula, can you help me out, please? And thank you to Paula for taking our photos. Today. All right.
Is there a fight song for the Buffalo Bills? Because I'll sing it tonight for you.
There is.
How's it go?
There is a.
The Bills make me want to shout. They play that.
Yeah.
So we have a couple things. As you know, because you picked him and he picked you, you know it's coming this way. But I did something a little bit different. Krissy, I did get you something, although we'll exchange gifts this weekend because our family does that. But Casey, I have something for you, my friend.
Look at you.
And this is a double gift. It's a double. You'll understand why shortly. Which one should I do first? I gotta do this one first, actually. That's for you, sir.
Well, why don't y'all go ahead and open them up?
I want him to open it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Is this a Roy Rogers calendar?
Am I waiting, or
2020.
can I go ahead and tear it open?
Tear it open.
Well, hold on. I want you to get your shine, but he's got to do that.
I'm gonna wait.
Is the camera on him?
You got a chap. No, he didn't get him a chap's calendar.
B.
What is that?
The Buckaroo.
B is for Buckaroo, a picture book.
The Cowboy Alphabet. Yeehaw! Miss Claire James, my youngest, and I will be reading this tonight.
There you
And
go.
she'll be like, "Can I see the pictures?" I'll be like, "No, I'm looking at them. I love this. This is awesome. Well, thank you."
So wait,
what?
But wait, there's more. And this one is special.
I feel blessed tonight. All these gifts.
This one is special.
Oh my goodness, Krissy, you know what this is?
B is for Buckaroo.
Paula found it.
That's oh man.
And you must use that tonight.
Children, turn around.
Steve, it's a family-friendly show.
We have matching sheriff badges.
Hold on, let me put this on.
But you got two, so I get one too.
Oh my God.
We got matching sheriff badges.
There's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Reggie Hammonds.
Oh, this is going on. This is going on, everybody.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Nike. Sorry, swoosh.
I had to.
You did amazing.
You need help there, sir?
No, I got it.
I need help. Hell, I can't open this doggone thing.
each other, I think.
Oh no.
Hey, we're good. Sheriff.
See, Sheriff.
Hold on. We got to do the.
I like that. You all right there?
Wait, are you Sheriff Buckaroo now?
Sheriff Hollywood. Sheriff Buckaroo.
There you go. We got to take a picture together
Okay, let's do it.
for the camera.
Social distance, of course.
Sheriffs.
We're brothers.
We gotta go over here. We got the flash.
Oh man.
What?
The flash was right there, so come over this way.
Oh, come this way. She wants it over here.
Oh my goodness. You have to frame up in the middle of the window.
But then these are the pictures. This is two sheriffs.
How about? Oh my God.
All right.
Woohoo! I love it.
Oh Lord.
I love
We have been deputized, and now we are sheriffs. Now, for Coach Turner, whose name I drew, it didn't take very long. It didn't take very long to come up with this, and the kids saw what I was doing. I'm like, we have to do it. So there you go. It speaks to your lifestyle, I think.
Steve, I'm just going to be reading my new alphabet here.
B is for Buckaroo. Is the camera on him now?
Oh, these are all the famous.
I'm scared.
No. You can just pull it right here, I think.
Oh my.
Because this is the life you live, right?
Good call. Good call.
He has a, 6-8 piece grill set.
Oh, with the glove.
And the mitt.
I like that.
And the
Mitts,
mitts.
excuse me.
You can clean the grill there. You can flip the burgers. You can turn the chicken. Got a thermometer too, I think.
Take somebody
saw
out
the
with
thermometer.
this. I can take somebody out with this too.
Is there a thermometer? Yeah, you got a thermometer. You're good to go, bro.
Wow.
Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
My man, from one blazer to from one griller to another.
Wait, does it come with a badge?
No badge.
badge.
That's a little brother thing.
Like Grill Master?
So it's funny.
Oh boy.
Now, Kurtis, I'm going to give you yours first, but it's funny that we think alike.
Right.
Because I couldn't just give you a gift.
Right.
Oh, Krissy, of
So
course. We're
I
the ones
I
that
need
just...
you not to open yours first.
No problem, sir.
Krissy.
Steve.
I can tell Krissy loves this. Steve loves
Coach O'Neil.
A little,
because you're the little guy.
yeah, a little
Open them up.
stocking.
Which one do I open first? Did I open Curtis's
she didn't
first?
do Kurtis's yet.
Oh, she didn't
Hold
open.
up, hold up.
Whoa.
We skipped that.
I got you. There's a little swag too. A little something. We celebrate Christmas this weekend with the kids in Paula. Some jewelry, that's all.
Oh, wow.
I got some bling.
So go with your bling sweater.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Very nice.
We're gonna have to go ahead and put this on
Oh, okay, that's the way she does it.
Do your thing.
Okay.
Coach O'Neil, you can go ahead.
All right.
if I can open it.
You need someone to break that for you?
You got it?
It should not be this.
Steve.
It's a little simple, but
Steve knows my poison.
Tito's.
Little
Oh,
Tito's with the ginger beer. You're gonna
you
try
talked
it?
about that, right?
Little Moscow Mule.
keep going.
Oh,
Coach.
I can feel it, and I
Keep
know
going,
what it
Coach.
is.
Keep going, Coach.
Little fireball.
Oh,
Thank you, Coach.
Get that red
Now,
cup.
since I'm driving home tonight,
Get that red cup out.
do you have to work tomorrow?
don't mix them
Don't
together.
mix them.
No.
All right.
This is awesome.
Thank you.
Krissy, you're welcome, Krissy.
Should I do it on air?
Just go for it.
That one.
There you go.
Thank you, babe.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome.
All right.
That'll be...
Everything jingles for me.
Yeah, we got
There's a
little-
theme.
Little theme.
I love this box.
Try to give gifts and things that you could, you might have to re-gift.
I'm not regifting the gift.
No, you're not re-gifting a gift, but you can always use that box if you know.
Oh, she's the queen of that.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, a little bit of Patron.
all right.
Silver.
You got a theme going, bro.
Right.
People talk about things that they like.
And so
I try to remember those.
You pay
things.
attention.
the beauty of this, when I do, I'm going to think of you and say, that's my boy Steve. Oh,
Some more Patron.
Hey, that's a couple margaritas this weekend.
It sure is.
There's going to be a party this weekend.
In her sweats.
In her sweats.
with the sweats and her sweater.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
With the bling on.
You must take a picture with the margarita in your outfit on. So,
Yes, sir.
The sweater.
be very gentle with that as you take it out, please. 'Cause there's some breakables in there. But there's a story behind everything that's in here.
It starts with a holster.
Starts with a holster. I figured if they want to be twins, sheriff and sheriff,
You know I'm using this.
have a cowboy of a day.
Right. You know I'm using this.
Yep.
And I haven't been to Roy's in a while. I just told you that.
Roy's is
and I even
delicious.
made sure I clipped it so he can be wearing his twin holster with
Yep,
you.
I still got mine.
All right.
I still got mine.
There's something else.
But the magical giftings inside.
All right, let's
Imagine
find out.
us going into Roy's together with our holsters, just and our badges.
Well, you know what I like.
Do you have a hat?
Oh,
We have a Cohiba because he knows what I do. And it's a
Let's see.
it's a portable humidor
Can't
right
see.
here. Well, hold on, bro.
See?
Hold on, bro. He knows what I do. We have a Cohiba Blue right here. And I've never had one of these before.
They say right now Ecuador has the best cigars. So I said, let's try. Let's give you a chance to try something new.
Yeah, I've had a Cohiba. I haven't had one of these.
So I figured to give you something that I know you like and something new to try.
So here's the thing. We will all take pictures this weekend when we imbibe in what we have given each other. I don't know. Well, take a picture of you and Chloe reading the book, I guess.
I got a lot to take home today. I am fired up.
You do.
I will be outside of Home Depot with my poinsettia, with my Buckaroo book, with my badge.
There's some fries.
Yeah, and like
They're going to call the cops on you.
Right.
That's a mental health. That's a mental health situation coming right there. They're gonna look at you. Krissy, enjoy what everyone has given you. We want pictures of that. Coach O'Neil, we want pictures of you drinking some drinks.
Thank you.
Coach Turner, just one day.
Oh,
I want some food off that grill.
Hey, no problem. That is
I want some food off that grill.
problem.
And you know you'll get a photo of me doing this. No later than July of 21 when the Lakers win the championship again. You know I got to do a cigar, but I'm sure I'll do one before that. Wow. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. Merry Christmas, sir.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry
Thank
Christmas.
you.
Merry
Thank
Christmas,
you.
everybody, and to everybody out there.
Happy holidays.
Christmas.
Happy
Hanukkah is
holidays.
over. Kwanzaa has not started yet.
Right.
Christmas is what we celebrate here, so Merry Christmas to everyone. And Krissy, please take us to break.
Become a friend of the program. Friendship level contributions start at just $25. Each contribution helps to fuel Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. To find out more or make your contribution, go to www.turnerando'neill.com and click Become a Friend. If you are looking to increase sales and gain exposure, partnership opportunities are available. Contact our producer, Kurtis Cross, today to get started. Email turneroneillpodcast at gmail.com to get started.
At Peace Players International, we use the power of sport to unite, educate, and inspire young people to create a more peaceful world. We offer sport programming, peace education, and leadership development to those living in communities of conflict. We challenge the hate that is driven by the fear of our differences. Find out more at www.peaceplayers.org.
If you have a question for the fellows, submit your question or show idea right on our website. Go to www.turnerando'neill.com and click Submit Your Idea.
Insurance Alliance Group manages the gap between damage appraisal estimates from your insurance company and what you are rightfully owed based on your policy. They work on behalf of policyholders with claim assistance and disputes to maximize claims. Insurance Alliance Group serves as professional advisors and trusted advocates. The Insurance Alliance Group handles business and home property loss. Visit us at insurancealliancegroup.com or call 866-574-4773. Now, back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. Welcome back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. We are all sitting here. We are all gifted up. We're smiling. We've got some drinks that we can have when the time is right, cigars we can have. We got food we can have. Coach Turner is going to cook on his grill with some of those utensils. Yeah. Krissy's got bling and swag, and you know what, guys? This is just our first TO Christmas.
There it is.
I'm not going to shed a tear. Y'all not going to make me cry up in here. Y'all not going to do that. I'm your host, Kurtis Cross, joined by Coach Casey O'Neill, Coach Steve Turner, and our veteran engineer, DJ Krissy. Let's now jump into the week in sports. The NFL, the NFC playoff picture. Green Bay currently has the bye. If playoffs started today, we're looking at Arizona versus New Orleans, Tampa versus Seattle, and the Rams versus Washington. What are you guys looking forward to seeing in that on the NFC side of things?
Well, as a Washington fan, watching the Rams last night.
Oh, yeah. We're ready for that one.
Just get throttled by the Jets. Well, sort of throttled, but love that matchup.
Sure.
That'd be fantastic. Look, Tampa-Seattle, I think, would be an outstanding one. You got the two old heads there. You got Russell and you got Tom. Right?
You calling Russell old head now?
He's been around longer than you think.
Was he around 7, 8 years or longer?
No, I think he's been around longer than
I'll look it up. Talk, please.
Arizona, New Orleans, I like that. That's your old versus young, or young versus old.
Absolutely.
And, look, Green Bay deserves the bye. And it was weeks ago we were talking about Green Bay after somebody had just taken it to them. It might have been the Buccaneers. I forget who it was, but I remember specifically saying, I said, don't count Aaron Rodgers out.
Nah.
You did say that.
And that dude has certainly led that team, and nobody wants to go up to the frozen tundra in January to be playing those guys in an NFC Championship game.
Russell Wilson was drafted in 2012, so he's 8 years in.
Okay.
Maybe
I thought he was a little bit longer than that.
He used all of his eligibility in school because he is 32 now, so he came out when he's 23.
He transferred because he started.
Is that what it was?
Well, he finished at Wisconsin, but I think he started somewhere in the South.
It says college Wisconsin. It doesn't show the previous college.
Yeah,
there.
he definitely transferred in there because
okay.
I want to say it was an SEC school, but yeah, he moved up there and sure.
So what are you thinking? What are you looking forward to seeing on that NFC side?
But a lot can change. A lot can change in the next.
I mean, obvious Washington football team.
Right.
It's my team.
Right.
And
Just got to win one.
And they just got to win one. Got to get there. It's not done yet for them to be there. But if that's their matchup out of the rest of the crew in that bunch, I like our chances.
It'll be a home game.
I like our chances.
Right.
And then I'm excited. Watch Breeze get back healthy against that young gunslinger.
Right.
I think that could be a fun game to watch.
Mm-hmm.
On the AFC side, the Chiefs, of course, have the bye. Miami at Pittsburgh, Colts at Buffalo, Cleveland at the Titans. What are we looking forward to on that side? We'll start over here, Coach Turner.
Miami, Pittsburgh.
Really?
Pittsburgh's got to get themselves back
Organized
and right, and they're ripe for the picking if they continue to play the way they're playing. And it's been fun to watch Miami this year, like
absolutely,
just to watch them grow. So I think that could be the exciting game over there. And then I think the wild card of the fun game is Cleveland and Titans.
They're like clones of each other.
Yeah.
And Cleveland's playing some good ball.
They are.
But didn't look so great, the Giants last night, but they're still playing good ball.
But I just love watching Henry chuck dudes every time he goes down.
Did you see that stiff arm? That was downright disrespectful what he did yesterday, wasn't it?
He's unbelievable.
I mean, he'll run and the stiff arm's just like, get out of here. Like he catapults you.
It's the old your little brother bothering you while you're in the middle of doing something. Get up out of here.
Yes, exactly. I'm looking forward to that Buffalo matchup. I think Josh Allen is playing well. Beasley is playing well. Diggs is playing well. That defense, if Josh Allen, with any defense, if you get a couple of touchdowns up on someone or, you got that energy, the defense can play a little bit more reckless, take some chances. And,
right.
If they gamble on a 3rd and long and the other team gets, the offensive side gets a first down, that's okay because we're up by 10, we're up by 14. But those guys are playing ball too.
I think when you look at a team like Buffalo, who has built so well, they've got a great quarterback, they've got all this momentum and energy.
He's not a small guy.
It's just about winning that first round game,
and that's
because I think you have a little bit more confidence because there's so much pressure not winning the division in 23 years or 18 years, whatever it is. And we saw what happened to a Ravens team last year when Tennessee came in and did something.
Yeah,
I'm not saying the Colts are Tennessee of last year, but they're just dangerous enough to make that game interesting. Don't want to put any pressure on you, but it's just getting through there, and that's going to be a tight one. Bills get through that first round game, whoever it is. I think we're going to have ourselves a heck of an AFC Championship game, assuming it's them and the Chiefs. That would be cool.
I mean, I think...
And I think Miami right now could beat Pittsburgh.
But I think the interesting team in that AFC is the Colts. Think about it every week. They're the one team we don't really talk about.
Right.
And
Phillip Rivers, man. Phillip Rivers. And then they come in there and they bring Jacoby Brissett and those kind of pistol packages and things going on. They're dangerous too.
Let me tell you something about the Colts. They're so far under the radar. When I saw them playing yesterday, I texted my boy and said,
pretty good.
Oh, damn, I forgot Andrew Luck retired, didn't he?
Right.
I'm not even paying attention. I thought he was still out there. Right. So, that AFC is going to be interesting. I think the NFL has brought us some interesting things this year, but you couldn't have told us at the beginning of the season that you'd be looking at Buffalo winning the division, the Colts being right in there, Miami doing what they're doing, relevant. The Rams being relevant, and of course we thought Tampa would do some things. Aaron Rodgers is not surprising anybody. Mahomes is not surprising anybody, but I think the playoffs are going to look good. Which of these, if you have to pick right now, give me your Super Bowl matchup, Coach O'Neill.
Super Bowl matchup.
Yeah,
got to stick with the Chiefs.
Right.
And then on the NFC side, the easy pick would be to say Green Bay, just because they got the bye and they're playing as well as they are. But I wouldn't sleep on New Orleans, man. I think there's something going on down there. I think that they have sort of the medicine for when Drew is a little banged up because they were winning games when he was hurt.
Right.
I think they've got a defense that can, make some plays. But I still think it's going to be Green Bay.
And Seattle, they're not the Seattle.
You know what? I mean, again, I've watched that whole game. I've watched them a little bit more just because it's been relevant for the Washington team. And they played the Giants week before, wherever they're playing. They didn't, I think the Giants and Washington showed how on defense they can hold Russell and those receivers to a little bit. Right. So, I mean.
Your Super Bowl matchup, Coach Turner.
Nothing behind it. Just I'm going to Chiefs in the NO.
Okay.
Big easy.
All right, it'll be in Tampa. So, Mr. Brady's not going to get to play a Super Bowl in his own stadium.
Well, they've got work to do just to get in. If the playoffs were today,
right?
I mean, they got some work to do.
And for the first time,
but they have the talent. They have the talent to make some noise.
And for the first time, and I don't know what the stat was.
New England is not in the
New England is not in the playoffs.
I think it was 12 years, right?
All right. Let's talk about your opinion on how the NFL played the COVID shuffle in terms of testing, scheduling, and mitigating the effect on their product.
I think they've handled it to the best of their ability, and they've kept the product going every weekend for us to be able to see.
Right.
Hey, we got some Wednesday games. We got some
Tuesday games.
Double
Monday games.
Teams playing less than 7 days twice.
Right.
So
yeah.
To be a fan of football, you still got to be happy because you're seeing games every single Sunday.
Right.
This is going to come up here when we have a college football conversation, but money, unfortunately, kings all. The money. And quite frankly, it's not the ticket sales of people coming in because you see in Tennessee, there's like a stadium, the third full when the Titans are playing. Right. Or when they're down in Texas, it's like, wait, is there 50,000 fans in there? So it's about the television, and that's what you're getting when we talk about the BCS and college football. So, look, I think they handled it the best way that they could. I'm not saying management did, but each team individually, right? They tested their players. The guys had COVID. They sat them out. It affected a lot of things in terms of gambling, fantasy football, and sports. But Steve, like you said, for those NFL junkies, they got their games, and they're gonna get all 16 games in, which is insane. I didn't think it was gonna happen.
In August, I would have bet you they would not have gotten all 16 games in. But I think, speaking directly to your point, and I don't have to go much further than this, they value that dollar, and they found a way. They found a way because they value that dollar. Let's turn our attention to college football. You know what? I can put my headphones down after this one and just take a little walk. Let's address it. The BCS playoff schedule has been released on January 1st. Alabama versus Notre Dame. On January 1st, Clemson versus Ohio State. And then the BCS title game will be January 11th. Still undefeated, however, is Cincinnati, Coastal Carolina, San Jose State. Now, I have a friend named Keenan. He and I have always joked when it comes to March Madness, for the teams who complain about not making the big dance, the formula to get in is to win your conference. Teams like Coastal Carolina at 11-0 had a game postponed and made it up, and they beat 3 ranked teams and still got no love when it came to the BCS. Cincinnati at 9-0 made up postponed games as well and also beat 3 ranked teams, but no love for them either. Now, I know their strength of schedule and other considerations. However, what good is it for a team to play the schedule that they are given, run the table, especially in the pandemic, where on Monday you're scheduled to play one team and that could change at any moment, but you've got to stay ready? Where does doing your part get you in? Those teams that ran the table and won their division, won their conference.
It's unfortunate. It really is, because when you're getting into a recruiting match with other schools, say those guys are being recruited by the SEC, and a coach is really trying to land a player at Coastal Carolina or Cincinnati, it's very difficult to do that. So you got to believe in the process and the system and everything that's going on. I think enough people now are making enough noise that this will change, not in the next couple of years, but I think in the next decade, you're going to see them grow to 6, maybe 8 teams, which too little too late for these schools and kids that did all the things they were asked to do and have undefeated seasons. I think back to kind of the first program that really put us on the map here in this situation was Boise State. Remember those years Boise State had? They would just win. They were rolling. They put dudes in
with the blue turf,
with the Smurf turf, right up there in Idaho. And look, they took some lumps in some of those bowl games, but then they finally beat Oklahoma. I don't know if you remember that game. And who was it? Was it Case Keenum that was quarterback, or one of those guys up there? That is when it all kind of started. And they saw the pressure, but because it's so much about money, that it took them another decade just to get 4 teams into this semifinal playoff. They got to expand it, and there's a way to do it. And
there's money if they do it.
Tons,
which is what they want, right?
Who doesn't want to see? And you see it in March Madness. Who would not want to see, if you're not a fan of I don't know, say it's Notre Dame, and then Cincinnati's got to play them in a quarterfinal game, and Cincinnati wins. I mean, everybody loves that stuff. When you see it in March Madness all the time, it would be great. But I do think if Cincinnati or Coastal Carolina's playing
get
Alabama,
their boots smoked.
Oh, it's not fair.
Coach Turner, speak on it.
I hate watching it. It's getting boring.
Right.
To be honest. I mean, I get it. I understand the money piece. But to me, 2020, it's been a messed up year. They could have thought outside the box for this one.
Easily.
They could have easily thought outside the box for this one. And to make it right, in my opinion, they didn't have to. There's other teams that can play with those teams at the top.
Right.
That didn't get in. Mm-hmm. So, I think they've got to find a way to not have certain. I don't know how they can develop a board without people who are tied to conferences.
Right.
I think that played into it for Ohio State, and I like Ohio State. I've been a fan of how they play, how successful they've been, the products that they've produced there. But in a year where you play 5 or 6 games,
5-0.
And the Big Ten changes.
And you as a conference decided you didn't want to be in it in the beginning.
Right.
And then when you realized
we might be able to do this and there's some money here.
Forget we might be able to do this. They were already ready to do it.
Right.
It was all about the money. And now some teams get left out. I just leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Did Clemson put their foot all the way up in Notre Dame over the weekend?
Well, if you watch the beginning of the game, Notre Dame had a nice opening drive.
They did.
Got away with 3.
I texted my boy and said, Notre Dame better wake up.
And they came down, got the 3 points.
Clemson better wake up. Sorry.
Wake up. And then Clemson got the ball again and threw a pick.
Yeah, they did.
Tip pass. Guy picked it up. And kicker, of course, can't trust kickers. Missed another one. And then it was, okay, game on. And then just those rocket receivers.
My boy said, Clemson heard me. I woke them up.
And they just, Notre Dame didn't have a touchdown. You want to hear a funny story? Somebody that we know is a huge Notre Dame fan. He, loves sitting there on Saturdays having a beer, watching the game. But he won't have a beer until Notre Dame scores a touchdown. Oh. Not a field goal. He had to sit through 3.5 hours of misery until they scored one with
like garbage points.
With the backups running there. Just a funny story. People have different types of superstitions.
Was the final 31-10 maybe?
34-10.
Yeah, 34-10.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So it's it's shaping up to be what we think Clemson Bama, which would be an entertaining game, but I think the rest of the country that's not Bama or Clemson fans is like somebody new.
Please.
But what if it was Oklahoma? For what if it was Ohio State? I mean, that's the same kind of teams you're seeing every year.
No, yeah, of course.
So,
well, let's turn our attention to the NBA. I miswrote part of this script. We are not 2 days away. We are tomorrow.
Woo!
From the NBA tip-off 2020-2021. Teams who are in the conversation. Let's start off in the East. The Bucks. They made a lot of offseason moves. The 76ers, to me, their biggest upgrade was bringing in Doc Rivers. The Heat, Spoelstra continues to impress, and they were right there last year. The Celtics, Hayward is gone, Kemba is out indefinitely, and the Nets, a healthy KD, and Kyrie. What's up with Kyrie and the sage? He burns this sage or something, and he has a seance before the games, and he said if other teams allow him, he's going to do it for every single game. But where's
in the locker room or on the court?
On the court.
Yeah, it was on the court. Yeah, but
he got there earlier than everybody else to get his pregame in. And
is this the first year he's done this?
That I know of.
Certainly that I know of.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, it's obviously the first year because they would have been talking about it. It would have been a story.
Is he like in, like praying or like a yoga pose, or is it like
I'll give you my what I.
Who's
feel.
the guy from Major League? Remember the guy with
never
the bat? You know someone with Major League? You never saw him? Mm-hmm. Remember to do with the bat?
Yeah.
So what's your take, sir?
Kyrie just likes to be topic of conversation.
No.
I
agree.
Maybe he had some. Well.
So earlier,
we can go to. Think about it. We haven't even been a month in. We've already had. Don't want to speak to the.
He did refuse to speak to the media.
Refuse to speak to the media. Gets through that.
Right.
Now all of a sudden it's
sage.
Like the sage up.
So
put your voodoo on the court. And let's also go back to who they were playing. That no one's talked about that either.
What game was that?
Celtics.
Oh, okay. I'm watching earlier a few hours ago NBA TV. They play the classic games. Mm-hmm. Cleveland is playing Golden State in 2016. And I said to the kids, we're not going to see that Kyrie ever again. He can't stay healthy. He was explosive. I mean, he took over. It was the Christmas Day game in 2016. LeBron, Kevin Love just posted short court extender. He's not moving. He's just waiting for a kick out. Just wait. And Richard Jefferson was in that game with a monster dunk at like 432 years old. But, I don't think
he's doing a good job, by the way, as an analyst.
He is, absolutely.
He's doing a great job.
That's where the kids know him from.
Yeah? No, he's
I think he's doing a good job. The kids know
I
him.
love seeing some of the NBA guys that are on there right now.
He just doesn't do it for you.
I love what Paul Pierce is doing.
He doesn't do it for me.
I think Paul Pierce does a great job.
I don't care for Paul Pierce.
Why not?
He was a Celtic, first of all, so there's that.
I like Paul Pierce.
All right.
But
what are we talking about in the East?
Chris Webber behind the mic?
No,
thank you.
no.
There's two guys in the basketball game. I mute them.
So Walton?
C-Webb, Bill Walton.
Yes, all day. I can't stand Walton.
And I love
Throw
watching.
it down, big man. Throw it down. Shut up, Bill Walton.
At least when he's saying that, he's talking about the game. Most of the game, he doesn't talk about the game at all.
Speaking of burning sage, Bill Walton.
Phil
Jackson. He just hit it before he got on the mic.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Hey.
So what are we talking about in the East? We got the Bucks, Sixers, Heat, Celtics, and Nets.
I think the East is not the obvious.
Okay.
I think I think Bucks probably will roll the regular season again.
No, but why did they? I don't think they got better with those moves they made.
They needed a point guard,
right?
For sure, and they got one that does it on both sides of the court, so that helps them.
But who does that take the ball out of whose hands?
Take it out of the big fella. He don't need to be bringing the ball to the floor.
Okay.
I mean, certainly he can grab it off the rim and every now and then push the break, but
right.
I don't know. I'm still a fan of the real point guard.
Yeah, I'm with you.
There you are.
The Sixers, I mean, definitely. I like the upgrade. Might be the best upgrade in the East.
Absolutely.
Doc's going to get those young bucks on the right page, and they're going to have a chance to make a good run. Celtics, I worry about Hayward out, Kemba being hurt.
Yeah.
The Heat, I'm hoping that wasn't a
one-off. Right.
But I'm not sold on them going the distance like they did this.
I think the bubble helped them, and I think they, again, like March Madness, at the right time, they caught fire.
I would agree. Okay. I would agree. And then, with the Nets, they got to stay healthy. But I think East's going to be interesting. It's
definitely going to be interesting.
And it's probably the interesting story because whoever wins it, still probably going to finish second.
Oh, absolutely.
And I hate that because my guy is over there. I want him to win.
Right.
Clearly, I'm KD fan all the way.
I don't know enough in the NBA in personnel, but I do know that the Bucks, in my hope, is that when they get to the postseason that they can close that thing out and get to the next level. And it's kind of the point real quick that I was making with the Bills, where you have that pressure and you go in there and it just comes up short. So that was last year for them. I think they've learned a lot. They signed my boy for another 5 years, which I think is awesome. You don't see that in this day and age. You see guys heading to the market cities, right? To New York, to L.A., Chicago, Miami.
He's very humbled by the opportunity he got in Milwaukee.
How cool is that? And for the people of Wisconsin who are – you look at those. I don't know if you've ever been to a Milwaukee Bucks game, but if you've been to Timberwolf games.
I've been in Madison Square Garden.
But those people up there in the Midwest just root for their teams. That's why you always root for people like in Oklahoma City and things like that. That would be cool. So
I think the point guard is the key to them in the playoffs.
Okay.
I think they just loaded up the box.
Nets.
So the freak couldn't do it by
himself.
And he was hurt.
With the ankle.
And you're asking him to do everything. And I think in the playoffs you can't have a guy like him just doing everything.
And they're not going to be they're not going to be in the bubble.
Right.
They're not going to be in some like high school gym.
Right.
Sort of. That look like.
Right. But there will be no fans. Well, who knows?
There'll be no fans, but there'll be people, but it'll be more of a natural.
Your hopes is that, this vaccine gets spread around and
put some
by the time we
get
towards the playoffs, you're going to have something that looks a little different, looks a little more normal.
All right. Lakers in the West are the clear-cut favorites, and they only got better. They locked up all their important assets. LeBron is there. AD is there. Kuzma is there. They got some defense. They got better on the perimeter. Clippers, they have the most to prove, and they have booster seat Tyronn Lue. Nuggets, Jokic and Jamal Murray. Is Michael Porter ready to contribute? Because they're going to need that third guy. The Mavericks, Luka's in his prime. Where's the help, though? Porzingis can't stay healthy. And what do you guys think?
I mean, I think I think all the headlines are correct, and then the Clippers had more to that headline today.
What did happen over there?
Kawhi decided.
That's right.
That's right.
Look at free agent next year.
He said, not saying he's staying or he's leaving, but why would
he
I
left
sign
the,
something
he left
right
the
now?
he left the option to be able to do it.
Right, y'all came in with that, and I hadn't seen that. Yeah.
So
Which just tells me something sometimes with these guys. You know,
What does it tell
the
you?
athletes. It's just only certain types. We just talked about Giannis. He's sticking around. LeBron has extended his. Davis, those guys. Now clearly they're in incredible situations.
Well,
but like we're talking about
Harden,
we're talking about Kawhi, and clearly he's an unbelievable talent. But I mean, why not just be honest with it and just say?
Why does he have to say anything? He's playing his contract out. Harden doesn't want to play his contract out, and we get on him. Kawhi says, "I'm going to play my contract out," and we're getting on him.
Like, I have no problem with that, but I just think they have things they got the microscope on them.
Right.
So having to have this conversation now, there's could he leave? Could he stay?
Right. And he hasn't said anything.
And he hasn't really said anything.
Yeah,
and he's not that type of person. I don't believe he's that type of guy. I mean, he don't have to chase no more rings. He got some.
Right.
One, right? With the Raptors?
No, San Antonio.
San Antonio,
did
bro.
he get one in
Did he get one or two there? Just one?
I thought two.
Yeah, so he's got rings.
To San Antonio.
Either way, he's got two
Toronto.
rings. He's a Hall of Famer.
Remember, he was in the conversation
and how
of-
this thing
Right.
goes out doesn't matter. Like you can't even put LeBron in that kind of conversation because LeBron extended because it was what he needed to do to get all the money he could get for the next 2 years.
Right.
Sure. Well, I like the Nuggets. I think they got a taste of it. I don't think they're going to come out and win the West, but I like what I saw from them.
I just like the young teams in the
You
West.
didn't like watching them compete?
I like-
last
Oh,
year?
yeah.
It was awesome.
Denver, Phoenix.
I like the young thoroughbreds in the West.
Right. I do too. They still can get their
And I'm excited to watch the new bird go at it again.
Who's that?
Oh, Luka.
Oh, look. Oh, God. He is excited. You know what?
Man,
Honestly,
he can lose every game he wants, but I'm going to watch him all night long.
here's my thing. You know where my heart is with the Lakers, but if Dallas is on, I want to see Luka play. And when Porzingis is healthy, that's a heck of a team to watch.
Yeah.
But we need Porzingis' lower extremities to stay intact.
Yes.
Because that guy cannot stay healthy. All right, let's take it to commercial break, and we will be right back.
Thanks to our partners, the Tamara Cusick Team, Dynamic DJ Entertainment, Ray Cruz and MCF Mortgage, Healthy Baller, and Insurance Alliance Group, LLC. Our sponsors, O'Neill Development, LLC, Next Level Lacrosse, Peace Players International, A Squared Home and Office Solutions, and Collins Funeral Home. Our donors, Redwood Investments, Justin O'Neill, donor, and Winsight Media.
I'm Coach Casey O'Neill with Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. Advertising opportunities are available, so why not gain the exposure of our listeners by becoming a donor, sponsor, or partner? Simply contact our producer, Kurtis Cross, and we can get you started today.
Winsight Media, connecting the food and allied retail industries through research, media, and events. Visit www.winsightmedia.com for more info.
Be sure to listen at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Buzzsprout, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, or Google Podcasts. Download the app and subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss an episode of Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. Healthy Baller. Become your own success story. At Healthy Baller, our team of specialists is committed to providing injury recovery and strength and conditioning training tailored to individual needs. Watching our clients break barriers fuels our passion for athletic development. With scheduled sessions or drop-in classes, Healthy Baller has a success story waiting for you. We offer group and team training, individual workouts, or semi-private training. Call 844-622-5537 or visit healthyballer.com.
Now, back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. Welcome back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. As we inch closer to the end of season 1, it is time to reflect on the season that was. I will now ask each of the team to offer their thoughts as to where we began, where we are now. DJ Krissy, what's on your mind?
You know what? When we first got started, wasn't really sure what this whole podcast was going to be about. And, it's been interesting to see kind of where it went and how we all came together and just to see the dynamic develop. And, the brotherhood and the sheriff team we have going on here now. I think that's been the most fun. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen in season 2 and where things are going to go from here. But it's just been a lot of fun working with you guys for season 1.
And a lot of fun working with you too, Chris.
Likewise.
Coach O'Neill, give us your take.
It's cool, and we mentioned this before, to see a thought, a dream, just something come to reality. Just take a chance, call a great colleague in front of yours and say, hey, let's do this. And boom, brings in the 2 best, producer, engineer. And here we are, 25 episodes in. I likened it, thinking about seeing the script today, to coaching. Because in the beginning, didn't really know what I was doing, how to answer questions or talk into a mic and have the headphones. Never done this before. So you adjust, you adapt. And honestly, listening to the episodes and talking to you guys, whether it's text or production meetings each and every week, and trying to get better, trying to take the feedback that you might give to us from, listeners. And so I look at it just like with sport, trying to adjust, adapt, get better, and then continue to improve on this journey. 2 more thoughts. I also reflect on the guests that we collectively brought in and the wisdom, most notably just last week, thinking about some of the words when we heard from Coach, and all the guests going back to all their words of wisdom and the hard work and the sacrifice and everything they put in and putting out a great product and what people want to hear. And then lastly, I'm kind of go to what Krissy said, is the friendship. We can joke around, older buckaroo, Krissy, laughing here. I mean, I've been friends with Steve, but I feel like our relationship has grown stronger.
Yeah,
it has.
It definitely has.
I mean, we've been together for coaching 15 years or whatever, 17 years, something like that. But it's gotten stronger, and to make almost like a new family, new friends. Very grateful. So thank you,
Coach Turner. 25 in. You started this thing first week in July. Talk to us.
I mean, certainly I'm excited and more than anything, thankful for where we are. Definitely thankful for the friendships that allowed for this thing to even come to the table. Dang, I just got popped.
I got that shock.
And just to see this thing grow. I mean, literally, it was phone conversation, quick meeting, boom. Hey, I ordered the mics. Hey, I ordered the board. Let's go. and then it just happens. And it's been I keep saying it to you guys. It's been more than a blessing for me, because of this pandemic, because of all the things that were going on with social injustice and just not being in what has been our normal world. This has created a normalcy for me, and a place to I don't want to say vent, because certainly everything hasn't been bad, but a place just to be free to be open. Yeah. Like I think everyone needs an outlet in life, and this has definitely provided that for me. And I'm just happy and thankful to share the space with the 3 of you. You guys, I think for me and being a part of this have brought the best out in me. I'm still growing and learning and trying to get better at this thing every week, for our listeners and for myself. And I think, you try to teach lessons through different things in life, and to be able to go into a space that isn't your norm and have some fun and certainly have some success. And I say success because of the people who are supporting us and following us, that keeps growing and growing. And, one season down, getting ready for season 2, I'm excited, and then I can't be more thankful for the guests that have come on to be a part with us. Excited for who we look to bring next. I'm ready to get a little more comfortable being uncomfortable. So I invite us to go into some other areas of talk, like maybe get a little bit out of our comfort zone with some conversation. And I definitely want us to focus on some more women's work in season 2.
Amen.
So I prepared my statement. I'd like to start by first offering thanks to Coach Turner and Coach Casey. You believed in DJ Krissy and me. Coach Casey, you believed that after one Zoom and one dress rehearsal that we were the team to bring your vision to life. For me, when my work is supported by belief, I can do my best work. Then you allowed DJ Krissy and I to do our best work. Coach Turner, your idea from a few years ago was an excellent one, and here we are at the close of season 1. DJ Krissy, like Coach Casey, you believed in the belief that I had in us to build this podcast. Now, more than 100,000 views and listeners later, we know that together, as we've done for 20 plus years, we can team up to build other successes. I'd also like to thank our friends of the program. This podcast does not journey without you. When we first recognized the importance that advertisers would play in our ability to produce this podcast, the Tamara Cusick team was first in line. We did not even have a media kit to share, but the Tamara Cusick team bought into this idea. And then once our media kit was available, Ray Cruz and MCF Mortgage was the first to sign up, and then they were also the first to renew for season 2. To each of our advertisers, Dynamic DJ Entertainment, the Insurance Alliance Group, Healthy Baller, Next Level Lacrosse, O'Neill Development, Peace Players International, A Squared Home and Office Solutions, Collins Funeral Home, Winsight Media, and Redwood Investments, thank you for investing in our podcast. We hope we've delivered value for your investment, and we will continue to produce content in an audience relevant to your interests. To our listeners from right here in Silver Spring to the UK, Bethesda to Brazil, which, by the way, Bethesda crushes everyone with who listens to us. When you look at the numbers, it's always Bethesda. We are inspired by your support to produce content, fun, and a podcast that you want to support each week. But just as our work is not done, nor is yours. We want to hear from you. We want your input, your critiques, and your suggestions. You know, I've learned many things since March. I've learned that for many of us, a necessary pause was put in our path to recognize what is truly important in life. In that pause, space was formed for us to allow other matters to take shape. For me, I've been able to form stronger relationships, and also in that space, I was able to find a home behind this mic. For those of you who know me, you'll know that for the past 34 years, I've been behind the mic. So in this seat, I am no stranger. But it is this mic where I found an even bigger home, a home where Coach Casey and Coach Turner have invited me to take a seat at the TO table. Equally important, you made a space for DJ Krissy at this table as well. Thanks to you both, I'm pleased to continue in this space. I quit. No, I am pleased to continue in this space from this seat. Thank you, gentlemen. Woo! And that is what I have to say about that. And Krissy, I think this will be our last break before we go dark for season 1. Take us to break, please. Connect with us socially on Instagram and Facebook at Turner O'Neill Podcast, on Twitter at Turn On Podcast, on YouTube, just search Turner and O'Neill, then subscribe. And of course, you can visit our website at www.turnerando'neill.com.
Become a friend of the program. Friendship level contributions start at just $25. Each contribution helps to fuel Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. To find out more or make your contribution, go to www.turnerando'neill.com and click Become a Friend. Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill would like to thank our friends of the program: Richard Butts Jr., Jean and Clorinda Carter, Sean Clifton, Paula Cross, Justin O'Neill, Susan and Brendan O'Neill Sr., Amy O'Neill Richard, Damian and Brooke Stevenson, Marcus Taylor. If you'd like to become a friend of the program, go to www.turnerando'neill.com and click Become a Friend.
Building your brand is an important part of your business growth. By partnering with Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill, you'll gain the exposure and brand recognition behind our podcast. With thousands of listeners, subscribers, and website visitors, your company will benefit from our popularity online and during the podcast. Our partners also benefit from our exposure on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Buzzsprout, and Apple Podcasts. Inquire today and let's partner to build your brand.
We invite your questions, comments, and show ideas. Simply go to www.turnerando'neill.com and click Submit an Idea.
Portions of the podcast were previously recorded. Now, back to Take a TO with Turner and O'Neill. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of season 1. It's been fun, and I'm ready to take 1 week off and get right back to it. To our listeners and viewers, we ask that you consider contributing to our program. If you are listening, you can simply go to our website and click Become a Friend. If you're watching this via YouTube, you can go to the show notes, and there's a link where you can contribute. We want you to contribute and become a friend of the program, and we really want to, get you guys involved. We want to read your name during each episode as a friend, and of course, your name will appear on the website as well. Connect with us socially. We want to connect with you, and you can do so by catching us on Facebook and Instagram at Turner O'Neill Podcast, on Twitter at Turn On Podcast, or on YouTube. Simply subscribe to Turner and O'Neill. If you'd like to invest in the exposure that our advertisers get, simply visit www.turnerando'neill.com and click Partnerships. Do you remember, Casey, in week 1, you went back and listened to the podcast, and I said www.turneroneillpodcast.com. I forgot the and. And we were so new, we didn't know what the heck was going on, right? You corrected that. And I think in some of our production, it was like in the intro or something. You caught that, and we quickly did an about face, and we fixed that.
That's right.
Our advertisers have invested in building their brand, and during this season 1, our advertisers gained exposure in front of more than 100,000 viewers and listeners over 25 episodes. Why not invest in your brand for as little as $25 per episode? We can carve out space for you and your brand right here with our podcast. We have a diverse audience, and the reach of 100,000 people is one that your brand or business can benefit from. Before we sign off and we close out and go dark for season 1, we thank you. Thank you, DJ Krissy. This podcast and the TO family is better with you at the table right here with us. Any final thoughts, Krissy?
Well, I just want to thank you guys for bringing me in, making me a part of the crew. And, I'm just so thankful and super excited to see what's going to come along in season 2, what guests we're going to have, and what topics we're going to cover.
We're happy to have you here, Krissy. Gentlemen, any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Incredible journey. More to come. But a message to the people. We are so close to 2021. We're right there. You can taste it. Now, granted, it doesn't mean everything's just going to immediately, snap of a finger, go back to normal. The message is just for everybody in this holiday season to be good to people. Be kind. Be good. Work hard. Understand that everyone has issues going on. Use some empathy. And let's kick 2021's ass, baby.
Get it up out of here.
2020. Let's go.
Coach Turner, any final thoughts?
Well, Krissy, thank you, first of all. You're the one that keeps us sounding good.
Yes, she does.
It's hard to do with me.
Thank
you.
And we definitely are excited to have you here at the table. So
Thank you.
I'm glad we were able to put the mic in front of you.
That makes it even more fun.
Yeah. And this thing couldn't happen without the crew at this table, and our girl Paula sitting over there, stepping in, helping us out. I don't know, man. I'm just so happy and proud, like, that we have this.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. But my message to everyone right now, holiday seasons, man, just please be safe. Please love on your loved ones. I had a buddy of mine who well was in a pretty bad car accident last night. Thank God he's safe and sound, but someone did get heavily, I think got hurt pretty bad in the accident. So anything can happen at any moment. I think, people are going to be out doing some different things that they shouldn't be doing. Just keep your loved ones by you. Stay safe in the house, and just, again, love on each other and enjoy each other, and have an unbelievable holiday. Can't wait to get with you in the new year.
And we've got some cookies to unwrap over there at some point. Gentlemen, you know how I feel. I'm so grateful, so thankful. This is an awesome opportunity. I'm most proud in terms of personally the friendship that you and me, Casey, we didn't know each other, and here we are. Buckaroo brothers, sheriffs together. We crossed the line together. There's no going back.
Season 2.
There's no going back.
Reality show, baby.
I'm just glad nobody came out here in any damn chaps today.
That's what you were worried about.
I was scared. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna go back
Season 2.
into
You never know.
Season 2.
I'm still waiting for somebody to wear the holster.
Electric Boogaloo. You never know.
Oh Lord.
I'm not gonna come with anything new. When we started this, Steve, I thanked you this summer because you were like a big brother. You didn't have to bring me along the way you did and all of that. But I'm going back to quote number 1 for the raindrop. Joy is entering the river. I was a raindrop. This is our river. It was bigger than me. It was bigger than the sum of our parts individually. You allowed me to be a raindrop that joined a much greater river, and look what we're doing together. A couple of weeks ago, I learned sometimes you just want to be that rock that creates that ripple effect, and here we are. Here we are. So that is season number 1.
Can we do it together, the three of us? What we're about to say?
Why don't Krissy say it? She's never said it.
We could say it together.
Kurtis, pull the plug.
Take a Tio with Turner and O'Neill would like to thank our partners, sponsors, and donors. Our partners, the Tamara Cusick Team, Dynamic DJ Entertainment, Ray Cruz and MCF Mortgage, Healthy Baller, and Insurance Alliance Group LLC. Our sponsors, O'Neill Development LLC, Next Level Lacrosse, Peace Players International, A Squared Home and Office Solutions, and Collins Funeral Home. Our donors, Redwood Investments, Justin O'Neill, donor, and Winsight Media. Take a Tio with Turner and O'Neill is produced by Kurtis Cross and engineered by DJ Krissy. All material is the exclusive property of the podcast and may not be copied, rebroadcast, or used in any way without written consent of the podcast. The views, ideas, and commentary of podcast guests are solely their own and not necessarily endorsed by the podcast. You may submit questions, podcast ideas, and commentary to turneroneillpodcast@gmail.com. No compensation is offered for submitted material. Should we choose to use your idea, comment, or question, you agree to your likeness, social media identity, and/or information being used on the podcast. Take a Tio with Turner and O'Neill is recorded weekly and distributed via Google Podcasts, Spotify, Buzzsprout, Apple Podcast, and other popular podcast platforms. Some portions of the podcast may be pre-recorded. Be sure to search and subscribe. Join us socially on Facebook and Instagram at Turner O'Neill Podcast, on Twitter at Turn On Podcast, and on YouTube. Search Turner and O'Neill and subscribe. Our website is www.turnerando'neill.com. Partnership opportunities are available.